Hey, SHAYCURRIEBIZ here. Welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, we are in a very different setup right now. Just real chill on the floor. This may turn or start with the chit chat and then turn into a fast forward voiceover or just watch me get ready type video. I don't know. We're just winging it. We're just going with it. I just wanted to do it, you know? So we're doing it. If you have not already subscribed, if you're not a part of the Shay fam, go ahead, click the subscribe button down below, join the Shay fam. I'm very, very grateful for you guys, especially those that have been rocking with me for a minute and y'all know who y'all are. If you are new here, I promise y'all, you will not be disappointed. So go ahead, click that subscribe button down below. Y'all know typically with my makeup, I kind of do the same looks. Kind of gonna be probably the same look today, but it's a different overall look, you know? First, I'm gonna go ahead and just get my hair ready. I feel like that's the first thing I need to do. If you guys are unaware, this is still the same Beauty Forever hair that I did the bald cap method video on. I posted that a couple days ago or whenever I did. Whenever you're watching this, that video should already be up. Now my head is big, but we're gonna have to make this work because honestly, I have no other choice. What in the world? So go click on that video first, but this is the same Beauty Forever Malaysian Curly Hair, y'all. Y'all, this hair is really pretty, okay? This is like a old wash and go. This wash and go is probably like 3 or 4 days old, y'all. And it still looks good. I'm just looking to see where I need to touch up. And I actually, y'all can see this little flap here. We need to get that together. So I'm gonna grab some of my Got To Be glue free spray and just spray that. Do I want to spray that on the flap? I'm gonna spray like Got To Be glue on this little rat tail comb. Now just putting that right under the flap, and then I'm just gonna press it down like that. I am new to this whole frontal wig thing, and I'm loving it. I can't even lie to y'all. It's very, very convenient. And then it's one of those styles where if you do it the right way, I don't feel like your edges will suffer. But it looks pretty good, y'all. I mean, I kind of over tweezed this frontal a little bit over here. Typically, what I like to do with this hair is, if it's like this in an old wash and go and I don't feel like re-wetting it because it still looks good, what I'll do is just go in with my curling iron. I got this curling iron from the beauty supply store, y'all. It was like $5 literally, and it's a very thin or skinny barrel, so it gives you those really nice curls. So I'll just go in and grab random pieces of hair that I feel like need a little, you know, sprucing up. And I'll just do it like that. And y'all see that little curl that it just gave? Yeah. Any like little frizzy pieces that I see. This would be so much freaking easier if I had a mirror. So we're just gonna get this hair together and then we'll start talking. Like, look at those little curls that it gives. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Like, look at that. Look at that curl. That looks so good. Y'all can't tell me it doesn't look good because it look good. And you know it look good, girl. And for this to be my first frontal wig, y'all, I've never done a frontal. And I feel like I did pretty darn good on it, if you ask me. I mean, look at the edges. Like I said, they're a little over plucked a little bit, but some edges look like this, you know? Ooh, girl, that could have been bad. We're almost about to be done with 2019, y'all, and we're going into 2020. That's real crazy. Y'all see how this hair, it just curls so good. We're pretty much done with the hair part of it. I feel like this is good. What I'll do, just to give it a little bit of like a more tame wet look, I'll go in with just a little mousse, just to like give it some shine, take away a little bit of the frizz. Y'all see how that kind of like smoothed it out a little bit? It's literally all I do, y'all. But this is the hair. This is the closure. I think I did pretty good. So the next one for sure, I will be perfecting it and just kind of like researching a little bit more, taking my time. But for this being my first one, I think I did a pretty darn good job. I think so. You guys, like I was saying, we officially have 6 months, a little less than 6 months left in 2019. And I think this is a good point for you to really take a step back and evaluate yourself. You know, ask yourself, like, look back at your New Year's resolutions. Y'all see my eye twitching? Whoa. Look back at your New Year's resolutions, your New Year's goals, the things that you wrote down for yourself, and ask yourself, you know, are you on track and in line to completing those before the year is up? 6 months is more than enough time for me to complete the goals that I had set out for. And I think a lot of times people don't take New Year's resolutions seriously because, let's be real, most people don't complete them. Most people don't follow through with them. Most people make a New Year's resolution and then they're having that same New Year's resolution for the next year and the next year and the year after that because they keep not completing it. Losing weight, for example. I just feel like this is the perfect point in the year to really take a step back and ask yourself, okay, what am I doing that's getting me to my goal or taking me further away from my goal, you know? And I feel like for me, a lot of what I do is procrastination, and I think I limit myself because I want everything to be perfect, you know? I just want everything to line up exactly how it is. I think for me, I'm one of those people where I want to know all the steps before I start something. This is a side note, but when it comes to my channel, transparency is something that I want to be a steady constant on my channel. I want y'all to know when y'all come to my channel, regardless of what video I'm putting up or y'all are watching of mine, that you're going to be able to see my authentic self. You're going to be able to see my personality. You're going to be able to see and really feel like, dang, this girl, like, she's genuinely being herself, you know? And I think for me, being real with myself, I do a lot of procrastinating, y'all. I do a lot of talking and not really following it up with action. I do a lot of that, and that is not a good trait to have. I know some people may look at that and be like, ooh, that's horrible. Like, I don't even know why you're admitting that, but it's honest, like, it's the honest truth. And in order to change anything about yourself, you have to be able to acknowledge it. You have to be able to be self-aware and know the things that hinder you. And the main thing that hinders me, y'all, is procrastination. I have so many things written down in so many different journals because first of all, I love to collect journals. And I just love like a good aesthetically pleasing journal that has a nice cover on it with perfectly spaced lines. Like it just makes me happy. So like, I love a good journal, but I have so many different journals with so many different ideas and things that I want to do written down that I really feel like people would enjoy and could benefit from. But the issue that I have is the execution and the procrastinating on it and feeling like, oh, you know, I can just do this, you know, later in the year, or I just feel like right now is not the perfect time. Like, these are all the things that I say to myself that keep me stuck. And it's not good, y'all. When I tell y'all, I have such a big problem with procrastination. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get this bra. Hold on 1 second. Clean that up. Oh, crap. We're just gonna clean it up. Don't worry. Hakuna Matata. Okay, so I had to go get my Morphe palette because now it's time to do this eyeshadow. I'm using this Morphe palette. This is the 3502 Second Nature palette, y'all. I love the colors in here. They're very neutral, very me, very much so browns and reds and brick colors and oranges and burgundies. Like, I love this palette. But anyways, I have an issue with procrastinating, y'all. I do. And I think the main way to overcome it is acknowledging it. I'm acknowledging it, okay? I tell people my goals, and then the people that I tell my goals to get so excited because they can see the vision, they see exactly what I'm talking about. They're like, oh my goodness, that would be so great for you, you know? So they get so excited about it, and I'm excited about it too, but it's like, they're like, okay, well, remember you said this, like, when is it gonna happen? When is it gonna happen? Whereas me, it's like, I'm still working towards those goals, but I procrastinate on it and I take my time with them when I should really like get a goal, attack, execute it, make it happen, do what I need to do. Start, as soon as I get a goal, start working to make it come to fruition, you know? Whereas me, I take my time and I'm like, okay, well, okay, let me do this step, and I'll do like one thing at a time, which is good, but it's like you have to have some momentum behind it. You have to be intentional with, you know, your goals. And I think when you are intentional with your goals, and when you actually like set a date for when you want that specific goal to be achieved, even though it may not be done by that specific date, it's like at least you have something to push towards. You're giving yourself a deadline to complete it, so it pushes you more to, you know, work towards it and make it happen and execute and do what you need to do. And I never want to be one of those people that when they say something, people don't take it seriously because they never follow through. So I think that has been something that I've really learned or have really noticed about myself. Even though I've known that I'm a procrastinator, it's like with certain recent events, it's become more obvious, you know? I think about those things and I don't want to be that type of person. It's something that I told myself I'm really gonna work on. Like when I say I'm gonna do something, do it. And I think I do need to start keeping my goals to myself a little bit more often. And not to say like I'm going around telling everybody my goals, you know, because I don't do that either, but you know yourself, you know? And if you're telling somebody your goal, but you know you haven't executed or you haven't started working towards it, making it happen, or you know like you're really not serious about it, then just don't tell people. Like keep your mouth shut, you know? So yeah, long story short, your girl has been working on being intentional with my words and meaning what I say, saying what I mean. And if I'm not about the things that I'm saying, then just don't say them. I'm sure you're listening to this right now, you're like, oh girl, that's so mean. Like I know I'm not the only one, because if I was the only one, then everybody else around me would be achieving their goals and doing all the things that they say they want to do, but that's not the case, you know? I feel like this is a issue with a lot of people. I want to be very, you know, like when I say something, people know like, okay, Shay about to come through with this. Like she said it, so it's gonna happen. That's been something that I've been working on, and I think it's something that y'all need to evaluate about yourselves too. You know, what is it about yourself that you want to change, that you have the power to change? What is it about yourself that you feel is really hindering you from being your best self? And I think once we're able to pinpoint those things, acknowledge them, and work towards them, or work on them rather, and try to start, you know, breaking those bad habits or swapping out those bad habits with new good ones that are beneficial to us in our lives, I feel like we'll just be better overall. And then we'll start to see how things really start aligning in our lives, and you know, the things that we say we want to do and the things that, you know, we set out to achieve, they start happening. I am at that point where, listen, I am 27 years old, okay? So I'm not gonna say I don't have much room for error, because that's definitely not the case, but it's like, okay, I need to start making things happen for myself. And not to say like I'm very happy with the place I am in my life right now, because I feel like it's for a reason. I love the job that I have working with kids. I just love the point that I'm at in my relationship and just like with the people that I have in my life, but I know that I'm not living at my greatest potential, you know? And I think that a lot of y'all can resonate with that. Like, we're not living at our best potential, our greatest potential. There's so many more things and jewels and talents and ideas and businesses that we have inside of us. But until we, you know, break the cycle of our old habits and our old patterns, then those things that we have inside of us aren't going to be able to be released, you know? So that's just something that I've really been thinking about lately. I had to adopt more so of a grown woman mindset, be about my business, be about my ish, and start making things happen. Like procrastinating and putting things off and being fearful and scared and all these things that really don't matter. It's like, you gotta let go of that, okay? Like, you just gotta let go of that. I just wanna go ahead and get into my face, because y'all know I can talk with y'all dang near all day. I don't want this video to be super duper long. But yeah, basically now is the time to really evaluate how the first half of your 2019 has gone, and if it hasn't gone in the direction that you want to go. And not saying like, you know, obviously things happen. Obviously things happen that we have no control over. But I'm talking about as far as you and yourself and what you're doing. If you know that you have not been serious about making things happen for yourself and, you know, achieving those goals that you have and, you know, just being on your ish, then now is a good time to change that and, you know, go into the direction that you're supposed to be going, because it's never too late, y'all. We still have a good amount of 2019 left. Granted, it's gonna fly by like it always does, but it's more than enough time to do the things that you want to do. It's more than enough time to start a business, to start a YouTube channel, whatever the case may be. It's more than enough time. I think being intentional about our actions these last months of 2019 should be a goal. It should be the mindset for the rest of the year, because I feel like when you're intentional about the things that you're doing, it shows, you know, regardless of what it is, it shows. So that's something that I want to focus on, is being intentional. So I'm definitely working on it, because I am not trying to be that person. And more so now, me and my boyfriend or fiance have to get used to that, but we have been doing a lot more devotionals together, just praying together, reading together, just, you know, really, now that we're engaged, like deciding the type of relationship we want to have, the type of marriage that we want to have moving forward. And I've just been so focused on getting rid of like thoughts and mindsets and perspectives that are not of God and that he didn't give us, you know? And it's really been like eye-opening, y'all, for real. Like, when I tell y'all, when you start really spending more time with God and like spending more time in his word and just wanting to get to know him more, he will show himself to you. He will start to reveal things to you. He will start to guide you. And it's just a beautiful thing. Listen, God is real. I don't care what nobody says. God is real. I don't understand how people can go through life and just not think that there's a God or like a higher being in all of this. I'm not gonna get on here and preach, y'all, but if you're feeling lost in your life and you're feeling like, you know, you just don't know what direction you're going in, I just encourage you to just talk to God, y'all. Go to him as you are, pray, ask for his wisdom, ask for his guidance, ask for his direction, and he'll give it to you. He will. I promise you he will. But you have to believe that he will. You can't just say it and then be like, okay, well, let's see if it's gonna happen. It's like, no, you have to really believe, like, once you pray something to God, that he hears you, you know? You have to be willing to wait for his timing, which is hard. Trust me, I know, because listen, I struggle with that as well. I just be wanting to know, like, God, I need an answer now. I need you to show me things now, but his timing is the best timing. And that's just simply what it is. And I don't really know how we got on to all of that, but we did. So I hope you got something out of it.
And all that crap, I really appreciate it. Happy-headed brothers never had no ladies. And I hit the barbershop real quick, had to give me a little twist, and it drove them crazy. And I couldn't get no job. This corporate wasn't hard, no dreadlocks. Then I thought about my dog from the block, and I understand why they trying to steal and rob. I was at the hair that got me this far. All these girls, these cribs, these cars. I hate to say it, but it seems so flawed. Success didn't come till I cut it all off. Little girl with the pressing curl. AJ, I got a jelly curl. 13 and I got a relaxer. I was a source of so much laughter. 15 and it all broke off. 18 and to become the woman that I am inside. 97 dreadlocks all gone. I looked in the mirror for the first time and saw that I am not my hair, I am not the skin, I am not your expectations, no, no. I am not my hair, I am not the skin.
Beautiful, all your flaws are perfect, you should let them show. The things I love the most, I don't know what you see, but I see all of you.